Today I'm going to explain to you how to focus your consciousness on any parallel reality of your choice and physically shift there. I'm also going to quote some of Neville Goddard's teachings, in which he explains that we are actually in a dream, that time and movement is an illusion, that the only thing which is moving is your consciousness, and that everything that you can conceive of, every parallel reality exists right here, right now. And you actually exist in each of these different parallel realities in a separate physical body, right here, right now. So let's get into it. Now, back in 1954, I awoke from a dream, hearing these words: "You do not move in waking any more than you move on your bed in sleep. It's all a movement of mind. The intensity is determined by the strength of the vortex you create, which is just like a whirlwind with a center of perfect stillness. You only believe that you are moving when you are awake, as you think you move in sleep." Neville Goddard. So both time and movement is an illusion. Every reality exists right here, right now. The past and the future are here right now. And you are simultaneously in both the past and the future, because there is only the eternal now moment. So you only think that you are moving, when in fact it is your consciousness which is moving through an infinite number of parallel realities. And in each of these parallel realities, you have a separate physical body. So you are consciousness dreaming to be in your present physical body, in your current reality. But you have many different physical bodies in various parallel realities which exist at this very moment. So you experience the reality that your consciousness is currently focused on, or the reality that your consciousness or imagination is currently in or is currently occupying. So you are consciousness dreaming itself to be your physical body in your current reality. So you are literally dreaming right now. You are in a dream. The reason why everything feels so realistic, though, is because you as consciousness are occupying this particular section of your dream or your current reality. So if you want to shift to a different section of your dream or a different reality, you need to enter that reality in your consciousness. In other words, you need to clothe your invisible self, which is your consciousness, with the reality of your choice. The same way you have surrounded yourself with your current reality. The reason why your current reality feels so real to you, because your senses tell you that it is. You can feel the reality of it by seeing it, hearing it, touching it, smelling it, or tasting it. Now, the key to shifting to another reality is to do the exact same thing you would do if you were in your desired reality in your physical body right now, because you already are in your desired reality in a separate physical body right now. So you want to feel everything through the eyes of the you who is already there right now. So basically, it is your consciousness which is moving through an infinite number of parallel realities in which you already exist in a different physical body. So your desired reality already exists, and you are already there in your physical body. You are not moving physically anywhere. It only seems that you are moving physically, when in fact it is only your consciousness which is moving. Your physical body is simply an avatar. So your physical body is simply an avatar for your consciousness to experience itself. It's basically dead without your consciousness. You as consciousness give it life. So the real you is your consciousness. And your physical body is simply your consciousness pushed out. So you already exist in different physical bodies in various parallel realities. It only seems as if you have one physical body. It's an illusion, and movement is an illusion as well. So is the time. So the key to shifting to your desired reality is to shift there in consciousness. How do you shift there in consciousness? You focus on that reality by giving it all the tones of reality. So you enter your desired state or reality in your consciousness and remain there until it takes on the tones of reality, as if you were already there in your physical body, because you are literally already there in your physical body. So this is the formula for shifting to your desired reality or getting what you want. So what you want to do is to conceive an imaginal scene in first-person point of view, which implies that you have already received what you want in your physical body, or that you are already in your desired reality in your physical body. So you want to feel your desired reality to the best of your ability. And what I mean by feeling is that you want to use any of your inner five senses or a combination of them to feel the reality of what you want. You want to see, hear, touch, taste, or smell what you want in your imagination, depending on what you are manifesting. So you want to loop your imaginal scene until it takes on the tones of reality, as if you were there right now in your physical body. Because remember what I have mentioned previously, that you are actually already there in your physical body. So once you do this, what's going to happen is that you will shift to that reality. You will shift to the reality in which you already exist in a different physical body. Remember, time and movement is an illusion. It only seems that time is passing or you are moving somewhere, when in reality, the only thing that is moving is your consciousness. It only seems that you are physically moving. You only think that you are physically moving somewhere. The same way you think you are moving in your dreams at night. So when you are dreaming at night, you have the body just as real as the one you as consciousness are wearing right now in this waking dream. And you are moving in that body in your dreams. Yet when you awaken in the morning, you find yourself on your bed and you realize that there was no movement at all, save in your dream. So remember, there is no past or the future. Everything exists right now. So the future is not in the future, but rather it has already happened. And in fact, you are already there. It's just on this level, there is the illusion of passing time and moving somewhere, when in fact, the only thing which is moving is your consciousness or your imagination. So basically, you are moving your consciousness to another reality which already exists right now. But on this 3D level, it has to make sense. It has to happen in a natural way. So when you imagine a scene after you have received what you want, you are going to go through a bridge of incidents or a series of events to make it seem like you are not already there, as if you are moving there. So it has to make sense on this level. It has to happen in a natural way in this time-space dimension. I know that I have traveled in my dreams, and yet I know I have not physically left my room. For when I awoke in the morning, I was still on the bed upon which I fell asleep. So I ask you, is this waking state no more than a dream? Is there a dreamer in the depths of my being who looks upon this world as a dream? Just as I, who, having gone to a little lower of the dream at night, awake to find I haven't left my bed at dawn. Neville Goddard. The dreamer in you is your consciousness or your imagination, which is God, who is dreaming your physical body and your life into existence. So it is God in you or your consciousness which is occupying your current reality, and thus you are experiencing it as real. Now, if you were to move in your consciousness and begin occupying another state or reality until it takes on the tones of reality, you will shift to that state which already exists right here, right now. While occupying his dream, God has the sensation of travel, motion, and violence. But when he awakes, he will find himself in the sepulchre, the skull of man, where he deliberately laid himself down to sleep and was buried. God crucified himself on the cross of man, which is your physical body, and is dreaming this dream of life, so that man may become God. Neville Goddard.